Hello, and thank you for joining me for this presentation on caring for Portuguese patients from the Azore Islands. In this presentation, I will share an overview of the Azorean culture, family structure, health beliefs, and how we as nurses can provide culturally sensitive care for this population. Overview of the culture. The Azores are a group of 9 volcanic islands located in the North Atlantic and have been part of Portugal since the 15th century. The islands are known for their strong maritime and agricultural traditions, which continue to shape daily life. The primary language spoken is Portuguese, often with distinct Azorean dialects. Roman Catholicism is central to the Azorean identity, influencing family life, traditions, community gatherings, and religious festivals, playing an important role in maintaining cultural ties. Educational status and occupations. Education levels among Azorean Portuguese can vary. Many older adults may have limited formal education due to economic challenges in the past, while younger generations are increasingly pursuing higher education opportunities. Common occupations include agriculture, fishing, dairy farming, hospitality, and many families are also supported by remittances sent from relatives living abroad, which is a common migration pattern among Azorean families. This is particularly true for my family. My parents are immigrants from the Azore Islands, which is why I wanted to share because this is close to home. My brother and I have pursued higher education. My dad was actually a dairy farmman. Family roles. Within the Azorean families, the traditional head of household is typically male. However, women play a central role in managing the household and providing care for family members, which was the case for my mother. She was a homemaker. Gender roles are defined but are gradually evolving, particularly among younger generations. Children are expected to respect and care for elders, and it is considered taboo in many families to openly discuss sexuality or to question parental authority, which can influence how health education is approached. Family goals and priorities. Family unity and support are of utmost importance in Azorean culture, and maintaining the family's reputation within the community is highly valued. Faith, hard work, and providing care for elders are seen as essential responsibilities within the family, and these priorities often guide family decisions and caregiving practices, including during times of illness. Nutrition. The Azorean diet commonly includes bread, local cheeses, seafood, various meats, soups, and wine, reflecting the island's agriculture and maritime heritage. Food plays a significant role during religious celebrations, family gatherings, symbolizing family unity and connection. Fresh and natural foods are typically preferred for health, though older adults may experience calcium or vitamin D deficiencies due to dietary patterns and lifestyle factors. Birth and death rituals. Baptism is an important tradition within the Azorean community, with strong family and community support for mothers and newborns. At the end of life, Catholic rituals, prayers, and extended periods of mourning are practiced, and funerals are seen as opportunities for the community to come together in support of the family, reflecting deep religious faith and family-centered values of the culture. Death in the Azores is very sacred. They don't embalm. The island is very small. They have family burial plots. After death, you're taken sometimes even to family members' homes. The family will bathe you, put a drape over you. Everybody is kind of encouraged and expected to come into the home to visit, to say their goodbyes. And they leave the door open to let guests know that they're welcome to say their goodbyes, and also for the soul to leave. Spirituality, deep Catholic faith influences. Roman Catholicism plays a significant role in the daily lives of Azorean Portuguese. Faith and religious practices, including prayer and attending Mass, are important sources of comfort, especially during illness. Suffering may be viewed as part of God's will, and individuals may use prayer and religious rituals to seek healing or acceptance of their health conditions. Healthcare practices and beliefs. Among Azorean Portuguese, illness is sometimes viewed within the context of faith and prayer. It is often used alongside medical treatment. Folk practices such as using herbal teas and home remedies may be integrated into health management. When I had my first child 22 years ago, he had colic. My mother actually wanted to give him a homemade tea. Lucky for me, I had some great education from the nurses in postpartum, so I knew that that wasn't safe for the baby. And it's an opportunity when you have patients with different folk practices to give them, evidence-based best practices for patients, and keep that in mind when you experience different cultures. Barriers to accessing care can include language differences, transportation issues, mistrust if providers do not respect cultural values. Transportation issues. My grandmother, she never learned to drive. A lot of the females don't know how to drive. They never learned how to drive, and so they have no means for transportation unless the spouse and their children are taking them. Blood transfusions and organ donation are generally accepted but require family discussion and approval. Patients appreciate when healthcare providers involve family in decision making and demonstrate respect for their cultural and religious beliefs. When it comes to disease and health conditions, there's no widely documented differences in drug metabolism specific to Azorean Portuguese population. However, cultural beliefs may influence medication adherence and acceptance of treatments. High-risk behaviors of the population do include high salt intake, smoking, alcohol use, and that is present in some of the population, which contributes to increased risk of cardiovascular disease. So what can be our nursing approach for the Azorean culture? When you're caring for Azorean Portuguese patients, it's essential to respect family involvement and deeply held religious beliefs while providing clear, culturally sensitive education, care, and planning. As nurses, we can build trust by including family in discussions, supporting spiritual needs, and acknowledging the use of folk practices where safe. Again, that's your opportunity for that patient education. This culturally competent approach promotes adherence to patient-centered care and positive health outcomes, ensuring we provide respectful, equitable, and effective care for our